Protests in Bangladesh began in July 2024, initially sparked by opposition to a government job quota. That quota, 30% of reservation, was given to the sons and grandchildren of the freedom fighters. The students were not happy with this system, and they wanted to end this quota system. But this was not easy for the Sheikh Hasina, the Prime Minister of Bangladesh, as she was also a part of family who fought the war for freedom. The allegations was made by opposition and students that there are many issues are in this quota system. There was no authority to check that the benefits of reservation was enjoyed by the people who really needed it. There were total approximate 60,000 cases of fraud reservation. There was no authority to check the background of a student that he belongs to freedom fighter family or not. Although the government eventually withdrew the scheme, protests intensified with broader demands for Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's resignation and accountability for the violent suppression of demonstrations. The situation escalated as the government used unlawful force against protesters, resulting in over 300 deaths and more than 20,000 injuries, including many children. The protests reflected widespread discontent with the government's authoritarian practices, corruption, and failure to address economic issues. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina resigned and fled to Delhi, India for the shelter and protection. The country amid the turmoil, prompting calls from international bodies like the UN for a peaceful and democratic transition. An interim government is expected to be formed under the supervision of the military, but the specifics remain unclear. There are many chances of the military coup in the country. The protest, which was for the quota system, totally turned upside down to a mass massacre resulting in many injuries and deaths. The ongoing protests in Bangladesh have several potential negative implications for the global community. Economic disruptions, humanitarian crisis, regional stability, human rights concerns, global security. Addressing these concerns requires coordinated efforts from both the Bangladeshi government and the international community to ensure a peaceful resolution and support for democratic processes and human rights. As we hope that the democracy will be implemented in Bangladesh and not the military rule. As the role of military is to protect the country, not to run it. So see again guys with the next video. Till then, have a great day and great life ahead.